watching MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Classic matchup here with the visiting Medina Valley Panthers and the home team, McCollum Cowboys. Medina Valley comes into the district contest at 7-3, McCollum at 6-4. Last time these two teams met was during spring break. It was a matinee game at Medina Valley, where Medina Valley prevailed in extra innings in the 8th inning with a dramatic comeback for the Panthers. But this has a lot of playoff implications tonight, and the Panthers need to win this ball game to go 2-up on the Cowboys and get closer to a playoff spot for the Panthers. Also another big game tonight, also at 7-3. Is the Southwest Dragons. They are playing the 7-3 Southside Cardinals, and the way the district stands, South San is on top at 10-0. Medina Valley, Southwest, and Southside all at 7-3, and the McCollum Cowboys at 6-4. So 5 teams vying for 4 spots. South San already has clinched the playoff spot, can secure a district championship with a win tonight. But, Jeff, keys to the ball game for the Panthers tonight.
Well, we're going to keep it the same. You got to have the base hits when the ducks are on the pond, which Medina Valley's been getting them recently.
Yes, they have.
They've really stepped up the game. Second part of district, they've been getting those clutch big hits. Mackenzie Kennedy comes to mind with a big double off the wall against South San. You lose the game, but that was a big moment in the game that brought the Panthers right back into it. Kennedy's been hitting the ball. The other thing is to get them on base. Continue to get those leadoff batters, Morgan Castiglione. Continue to get on base and give them a chance. Give the big hitters behind you.
Ones, Jeff, and we've talked about it. It's the base running, not getting a good lead, not getting a jump, not running the bases right, not tagging up. It's those mental things.
And if you remember the last time we played McCollum, which we won in 10 innings, Medina Valley won in 10 innings, it was base running became the key in that game.
Absolutely.
So it will come down to the little things. And, interestingly enough, McCollum Tuesday night put a whopping on Southwest Dragons, 16-0, hit 7 home runs. So Medina Valley's going to have to pitch well tonight, and they're going to have to hit the ball and score some runs.
Yeah, Panthers will start off with Castiglione, Reyna Dominguez, Montez, Kennedy, Upton, Camacho, Crisp, and Gonzalez. McCollum will start with Saldana inside the circle, Hines behind the plate, Puente at first, Hernandez at second, Espinosa at third, Ruiz at short. Castiglione leads off, takes the first pitch for ball 1-0. Torres in left, Hughes in center, and Rodriguez in right. What a beautiful afternoon, evening it has turned out to be at Frank M. Tejeda Field. And as always, generous hosts here as they always take care of the visiting team, and it's appreciated. The 1-0 pitch is called strike, evens the count at 1-1. And Jeff, being the PA announcer, talked about it. The first baseman and the right fielder are going to have to be paying a lot of attention because until that sun goes down, they are looking straight into the sun. The 1-1 pitch is a strike called.
Wow.
1-2, and Jeff, that's 2 pitches now.
Yeah, that one is a little bit further off, so, she's doing a good job early in the game trying to see how far out she can go with that ball.
Well, and if he calls it there, you live there.
That's right. And that's an adjustment that the Medina Valley hitters will have to make.
So Saldana
there she goes,
digs
a little
in.
further. She's seeing how much of that. I mean, that's just good. That's
absolutely
just good ball. See how much you're going to get early in the game.
And hopefully by the 6th inning it doesn't change, which we've seen it quite often here lately. Just totally change the.
That's right.
The location. 2 balls and 2 strikes now as Castiglione leads off for the Panthers. 2-2 pitch slapped down the third baseline, but foul. Count holds at 2-2.
Yeah, and this Maury being a makeup game from last Thursday, so neither team has really seen any action since last Thursday as we had a Easter holiday. which was nice and enjoyable. Happy
Hope,
Easter.
Hope everybody
enjoyed it.
Absolutely. I know I did. The 2-2 pitch. Hit to the third baseman, Espinoza, and she feels it in the air for the out.
And before we get too far along, I would like to remind you that this game is being streamed on the MVBN2 YouTube channel. That's M for Medina, V for Valley, B for Broadcast, and N for Network, MVBN2. If you have family and friends that weren't able to make it on YouTube.
We can't even get the hometown announcer to give us a shout out. Look at that. We got one in the visiting box. Thank you, sir.
The EH of this arena now leads, bats in the second spot for the Panthers. Takes the first pitch high, 1 ball and no strikes.
So Reina's EHing tonight, huh?
Yes. Chichester is listed as the flex and playing third base. She is listed in the number 10 spot in the lineup, so she
won't bat.
Will not bat.
They're going to bat 9 then.
The 1-0 pitch. Ball is lifted in the right field. Right fielder coming in, and that falls in for a base hit, a Texas League single for Reina. So the first hit of the ball game. Going to bring up the second baseman, Aubrey Dominguez. And, Jeff, that's a good hitting there by Reina. She went with that outside pitch, took it to the right side of the field, got it inside in front of Rodriguez for a base hit.
Well, now you got one on base in front of your boppers.
Dominguez waits on the pitch, and it's strike called. No balls and 1 strike. Saldana checks the dugout for the pitch. And the 0-1, and that's lifted into center field. Center fielder Hughes goes back, and that's over her head. Runner goes to third and second with a double. Stand-up double for Dominguez. Reina with a good job of running goes from first to third on the double. And Hughes had no chance at that as great job.
Now you got 2 chances to get these runners home.
And Montez steps into the plate now. She's pitcher for the Panthers, could help her own cause here in the first. A 1-out single by Reina, and then a double by Dominguez, and the Panthers have 2 runners in scoring position here. First pitch is a ball, 1 ball and no strikes.
Keys to the game, Maury. Keys to the game. This is one of those top keys of the game. Get those base hits with runners in scoring position.
The 1-0 pitch. That ball is lifted over to the second baseman. The first for the out, but a run moves to third. On the put out to first, 4-3 for the out. First baseman Mackenzie Kennedy comes to the plate now for the Panthers. Dominguez now at third with 2 outs. First pitch to Kennedy is high, ball 1. And, Jeff, if I'm not mistaken, last time Kennedy stepped on the field here, she hit 3 home runs.
Against Harlandale.
Against the Harlandale Indians. The 1-0 pitch is high, 2-0. Upton waits on deck. You have first base open, Jeff.
Now, if I'm McCollum, I may pitch around this
absolutely.
a little bit.
You have your RBI leader and the home run leader in the area at the plate in Mackenzie Kennedy. The 2-0 pitch. Wow.
Good pitch, down and away.
Yep. Good location there by Saldana. Panthers with a run across here already in the top of the first. Dominguez at third with 2 outs. Kennedy waits the 2-1 pitch, and that's high, 3-1. Kaylee Upton waits on deck for the Panthers. All three of the outfielders for McCollum playing really, really deep. 3-1 pitch. That's a shot in the gap. It's going to be overuse his head for a long single as it comes back off the base of the fence. But a two-out RBI as Dominguez comes around and scores. Panthers with the third hit of the inning now with 2 runs across. Upton now steps to the plate. So Kennedy at first with 2 outs. First pitch to Upton is a strike called, 0-1. Saldana with the 0-1 pitch is outside, 1-1. 3 hits in the inning, 2 runs across. Kennedy stands at first with 2 outs. Counts 1 ball and 1 strike to Kaylee Upton. Pitch is in tight, backs Kaylee off the plate, 2-1. Off the plate, 3-1. Camacho waits on deck. 3-1 to count to Upton. Kennedy is your base runner at first. Panthers have put across 2 runs here in the top of the first. The 3-1 pitch is outside, ball 4. So Madison Camacho steps to the plate for the Panthers. This is not the way you wanted to draw it up if you were a McCollum fan here. There's an RBI for Montez, RBI for Kennedy. Reyna and Dominguez have scored the runs respectively for the Panthers. Now we have runners at first and second, 2 outs. Camacho steps to the plate. Tries to slap that one, but foul down the third baseline. 0-1.
Did you have Rom in the Masters?
Yes, I did.
And which sheet? One of the 4 you turned in?
I only turned in 2. Unfortunately, I had Zalatoris with him, and he withdrew.
So did El Tigre.
Well, he made the cut.
Yeah.
The 0-1 pitch is a swing and a miss, 0-2. So Camacho just needs to put this ball in play here, make the Cowboys make a play here. The 0-2 pitch, foul back, count stays 0-2.
Now ball from Madison to Camacho, the count will remain, no balls, 2 strikes.
And on the other sheet, I had Rory, and he didn't make the cut. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss.
Change up.
Strikeout for out number 3. But for the Panthers in that inning, 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 left on base. Panthers 2, McCollum coming to bat. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Save thousands at the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Get a new Silverado posted at $37,999 or lease a Texas edition for $450 a month with 0 down. All new Equinoxes are $4,000 off and new Malibus are $5,000 off. Plus, get 4.99% financing for 72 months. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
MVBN.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Panthers with 2 in the top of the first. Coach Sanchez will send to the plate Ruiz, Alvarez, Hughes. Middle 3, Espinosa, Rodriguez, Hernandez. Bottom 3, Hines, Torres, and Saldana. Panthers with Montez inside the circle. Upton behind the plate. Kennedy at first. Dominguez at second. Chichester at third. Crisp at short. Castiglione in left. Gonzalez in center. And Camacho in right. First pitch is a ground ball foul. 0-1. Now, Jeff, it's imperative right now for Montez to realize she's got the lead. Throw strikes. Make them earn their way on base.
Correct.
The 0-1. Strike called, 0-2.
And we know when she struggles, it's when she doesn't get ahead of batters.
The 0-2, grounded foul down third. Count stays at 0-2.
That's one thing we've talked about pretty much all year, Maury, is when you do get the 0-2 count, 1-2 count, stay away from the white part of the plate. And that one right there, she got a lot of the white part of the plate. And the catcher was set up way outside. So let's see if Upton sets up out there. She looks like she's right down the middle almost.
The 0-2 is foul back once again. Count stays again at 0-2. Chichester even with the bag at third. Crisp almost in the running base path there at shortstop. Dominguez a little back at second. Pitch is just off the plate, 1-2.
She tried to get that one out there.
Good location. One-two pitch is a swing and a miss for the strikeout. So that'll send to the plate the designated player, Caitlin Alvarez. Left-handed batter for the Cowboys. First pitch is high, ball 1-0. Mackenzie Kennedy way off the line at first base. The 1-0 pitch is a strike called, 1-1.
And kind of interesting where
I know
where is that Gonzalez out in center field?
Yeah, Gonzalez is shifted all the way to the left side, favoring the left fielder.
Almost like where the old Rover used to play for a left-handed batter.
The 1-1 pitch is a strike called, 1-2. Montez delivers just outside, counts even at 2-2. And even Camacho, Jeff, they are not planning on Alvarez to pull this at all. Swing and a miss. 2 up, 2 down via the strikeout.
For the second out of the inning.
It's going to bring up
Next to bat,
the center fielder, Dev Hughes. First pitch to Hughes. Just low. 1-0. Two balls and no strikes.
I guess business has been busy, Maury.
Picking up. 3 balls and no strikes. But Jeff, this is something we've seen with Alyssa also, retiring 2 quick ones and then just struggling with the next batter.
Yeah. Keeping that focus.
4 straight pitches for the walk as Hughes is on with 2 outs. Going to send to the plate the third baseman, Matty Espinosa.
Third baseman, number 13, Matty Espinosa.
Not really, Jeff. The good grass is not really starting to grow yet, but
Still the cool,
Mother Nature loves weeds, I can tell you that.
Cool nights still.
Ball is lifted into center field. Center fielder Gonzalez going back, fights the sun and makes the play. F8 if you're scoring at home for the third out of the inning. For the Cowboys, no runs, no hits, 1 left on base. We through 1, Panthers 2, McCollum 0. Panthers softball will continue in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations. Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Let's get social. Like Medina Valley Broadcast Network on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at MVBroadnet and visit the official website at mvbn.net. Get the latest and join the conversation about all things Medina Valley sports. Come on, let's talk.
Well, welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Panthers will send to the plate Chris Gonzalez in back to the top of the order with Castiglione. Panthers with 2 runs across in the top of the first. Shutdown inning by Montez as she faced 4 batters, retired 2 with the strikeout, 1 with a flyout. So 2-0 is your score here as we head to the second. Kenley awaits the first pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. Chris Gonzalez and Castiglione, 8, 9, and 1. The 0-1 pitch, change up, strike called, 0-2. Flags out in dead center field, not waving too much, just a slight breeze. Very, very comfortable evening here. The 0-1 pitch is low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The area got some much needed rain from Wednesday all the way through, pretty much Friday night, Saturday morning. Got a little bit today, so thank you for the rain. Swing and a miss for a strikeout. Out number 1 in the inning. Send to the plate now Elena Gonzalez. Gonzalez awaits the pitch from Saldana, and it paints the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Saldana checks the pitching short on the wrist, the 0-1 pitch, bunted down in front of the plate, fair ball, throw down, 1, 2 to 3 for the put out.
That was an unfortunate.
That ball just hit right in front of home plate, Jeff. It just died.
Giving the catcher ample opportunity to get to it and get the out.
So Castiglione now steps to the plate. Morgan is 0 for 1. She lined out to the third baseman to start the ball game off for the Panthers. First pitch to Morgan is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. I heard you got a Easter present, Jeff. I heard you got a new set of golf clubs. Have you tried them out yet?
Hadn't even taken them out of the wrapper. But I will this week.
The 1-0 pitch. Ball is lifted, fouled back out of play, 1-1.
Big comfort tournament this weekend at the Buckhorn.
The Buckhorn, the Medina Valley Alumni Golf Association. 3rd tournament of the year. I am still not on the money list.
Me either. I'm not even on the list. I hadn't played. I hadn't even paid my entry dues. I got to do that.
The 1-1 pitch is just high, 2-1.
Matter of fact, I'll do that with you tonight. I'll give you my money.
You can. Not saying it'll get to where it needs to be.
I have a witness over here. Robert's going to see me give you money. Two and one's to count, 2 outs. 2-0, top of the second. And that pitch has been called a strike, and there it is. Strike 2, 2-2. Deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 runs for the Panthers, and we're in the second inning. Take those 5 deuces in Vegas? Absolutely. That would be a record or something. Since there's only 4 in a
Yeah, well, you get a wild card. Get the joker.
You could do that in Pie Gal Poker, I guess.
Right up the middle, base hit, a 2-out single for Castiglione.
Good job of hitting that. That's one of those pitches, Maury. She tried to throw it on the outside corner, and she caught a little bit too much white.
Yep.
And Morgan made her pay for it and hit it right back up the middle.
You can tell how many times I go to the gambling room. I didn't even know you couldn't get 5 deuces. Thought with a wild card you could.
Oh, yeah.
That's Alsatians play where you can get a wild card. So Reyna now steps to the plate. Lisa singled and scored the first run of the ball game. Fouls that one back into the screen, 0-1. Scored on Montez's ground ball to the second baseman.
There's a lot of fun games there in Vegas, Maury. Hopefully this summer we'll get a chance to go.
I'm looking forward to it.
We stayed at Caesar's Palace this last trip, and it's just too big. Too much space.
The 0-1 pitch is outside, 1-1. Been to Vegas one time, and that was in 1986.
Yeah, it's a little different now.
Didn't win much, but didn't come back broke. 1 ball, 1 strike, runner at first, 2 outs. Reyna waits the 1-1 pitch. Just in tight off the knees, 2-1. The one thing I will remember about that trip is on the taxi cab ride from the airport to the Holiday Inn where me and my friend were staying, cab driver told us next year that look out for the UNLV Running Rebels, that they have a great incoming
freshman
class. And if he wasn't lying, Tarkanian took him to the national championship that next year.
The Fab Four.
3 balls and 1 strike now to Reyna. The pitch, strike called, fills up the count. Castiglione should be on the move here as soon as this pitch is thrown with a full count and 2 outs. Reyna with a slightly open stance, closes it on the pitch home. Ball is lifted in the left field. Left fielder Torres going back, makes the play on the run. Great play out there by Torres.
Left fielder Torres for the Cowboys.
F7 for out number 3 for the Panthers in that inning. No runs on 1 hit, 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. Panthers leading 2-0. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. And you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
MVBN.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the bottom of the second. Cowboys will send to the plate 5, 6, 7, Rodriguez, Hernandez, and Hines. Right fielder Rodriguez leads off here. 2-0 in favor of the Panthers. They scratched across 2 runs in the first. Montez back in the circle for the Panthers. First pitch is high, ball 1, 1-0. 1-0 pitch, lifted out of play. Count moves to 1-1. One pitch, and that's a hit by pitch. And as accidents happen, like hit by pitches, that is sponsored by Hazel Russell, your State Farm agent. So now the second baseman steps to the plate in Gabby Hernandez. That's the leadoff base runner now for McCollum. First pitch is ball 1, 1-0.
Montez likes that inside pitch, and she got a little bit too far inside the first pitch. That one I thought was pretty close.
1-0 pitch is a strike called, evens the count at 1-1.
Score update from baseball. The Panthers are up 1-0 after 1. And who are they playing? They're playing South Legacy, right?
I'm not sure. I believe so. Foul back out of play. Montez ahead in the count now. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Delivers the pitch. Strike called inside corner. Backwards K, strikeout looking.
I made the comment earlier. that she didn't get that inside pitch call. That one was a little bit further inside, and she got it that time. The Panthers are at Southwest today. That's a big game.
That is a big game. Are you sure?
No.
They're at home because Jared and I did the Southwest game, me and him, at Southwest.
Let me see. It says
in the first round.
It says Medina Valley at Southwest today. But this is
but this is not. This is a makeup from last week.
Yeah, I understand that.
2-0.
Tuesday they play at home against Harlandale.
Wow, another hit by pitch. Runners move to second. Like accidents happen. That is sponsored by State Farm. Hazel Russell, your State Farm agent. I know Jared and I went and did the Southwest first game.
The baseball game?
Baseball game, yes.
At Southwest?
Yes.
Well, maybe Max Preps has it wrong. Because Max Preps has Medina Valley. Oh, it says home game up here. They don't list them first and second. It is Medina Valley at home. My apologies.
Palacios, the courtesy runner for Hines. Torres now steps to the plate, the left fielder for the Cowboys. McCollum with runners at first and second, both of them on via the hit by pitch. 1 out. Torres at the plate.
This is where Montez has to be careful here. She needs to go right after this batter.
They have 8 and 9 in the lineup. That pitch is swing and a miss.
She's going to stay in that inside corner.
0-1.
Inside part of the plate anyway.
Strike called, 0-2. Rodriguez is your runner at first. Palacios, the courtesy. I'm at second.
Tough play, but great play.
Great
by
play,
Kinley.
absolutely, by Kinley Crisp. Great job there. Runners do move up, though, second and third. Sacrifice on the play. Great job there just getting the out. Panthers 1 batter away from getting out of this jam here. Tying runs on base. Ball is ground ball hit. Montez feels it, flips over to Kennedy for the out. So 1-3 puts an end to the inning. For McCollum, no runs, no hits, 2 left on base. We go to the third, Medina Valley 2, McCollum 0. Panthers softball will continue in just a moment.
Save thousands at the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Get a new Silverado posted at $37,999 or lease a Texas edition for $450 a month with 0 down. All new Equinoxes are $4,000 off, and new Malibus are $5,000 off. Plus, get 4.99% financing for 72 months. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Yeah, because your buddy at Southwest said he wants to do an inning.
Medina Electric Cooperative was
On the
built by
radio.
this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable,
The one that
affordable
hollers.
energy. We are proud to serve this
That you said,
community beyond
yeah,
power lines.
yeah.
You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or
Go
at
ahead and come back and read one.
medinaec.org.
Actually, we never left. We're here.
Really? All righty.
So, Maury, I'm going to go ahead and read the third inning sponsor, the third inning advertiser, third inning sponsor, the Sunrise Restaurant, 510 West Main in Uvalde, Texas. Stop by on your way through Uvalde for some good home-cooked meals. We do special events and catering also. daily lunch specials, and a great family atmosphere. Supporting Coach Monteo and the Panthers this softball season. Thank you to the Sunrise Restaurant.
Absolutely. So, welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Panthers will send to the plate Dominguez, Montez, and Kennedy. Dominguez doubled and came around and scored the second run of the ball game for the Panthers, so she is 1 for 1 with a run scored. Saldana back out there for McCollum, her third inning of work. First pitch to Guerrero is high, ball 1-0. Jeff, Dominguez has been hot of late, been swinging a good bat.
Yes, she has. You know, she missed some time after the tournament in Pearland.
Early in the year, yeah.
And came back, and it's taken her a little while to get her stroke back, but she's really been swinging it well.
Yeah, Dominguez has been a force at the plate. Takes that pitch low, ball 2-0. And Jeff, that first game that I mentioned we did at Southwest between Medina Valley and Southwest, the Krieger boy pitched a great ball game. Panthers gave up 3 unearned runs, and he held them down till the 6th inning. They scored a couple of insurance runs, but it was a case where the Panthers just could not get a big hit when they needed one in that ball game. 3 balls and no strikes now to Dominguez. Pitch is low, ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Dominguez.
Now, what do you do here, Maury? Play for a big inning here in the third?
Absolutely.
Got a 2-run lead.
I would let her swing away, but you got a great hitter behind her. If you get her in scoring position, a base hit scores. So I don't know. Swing and a miss, 0-1. I would say you had a pitcher that just threw a 4-pitch walk to start the inning that you go for. Well, no, I'm not saying you take that one. I'm saying you go for a big inning. See if you can keep pressure on Saldana inside the circle. The 0-1 pitch to Montez, and that's lifted foul down the first base line. Montez now down in the count, 0-2. Well, it's a grounded out to the second baseman, but credited for an RBI. Drove in the first run for the Panthers. The 0-2 pitch. That ball is hit down the left field line. Left fielder going back. A great play out there by Torres. No tag at first. So Torres going back a few steps, makes the play. Good, strong throw in. The runner does not tag from first to second. It's going to send up Mackenzie Kennedy. Kennedy singled and drove in the second run of the ball game for the Panthers, so she is 1 for 1 with an RBI. First pitch is low, ball 1-0. The 1-0 pitch to Kennedy. Strike called, 1-1. Dominguez, your runner at first, leadoff walk. Now is there with 1 out. Panthers with a 2-0 lead here in the top of the third. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball through the 5-6 hole for a base hit. Guerrero moves to second. 5 hits in the ball game now for the Panthers. Kaylee Upton now steps to the plate. Upton no official at bats as she walked her first at bat, but was stranded at first base. Kaylee now steps to the plate with runners at first and second with one out. Bluffs a bunt, takes one to right field, right fielder, and it falls in foul ball territory as Rodriguez gave chase but just ran out of room as the ball fell in front of her in foul ball territory. Good job by Upton, Jeff, going with that outside pitch, taking it to the right side. Just could not get it to fall in fair ball territory. So down count now, 0-1. And the pitch. Ball is lifted foul back out of play. 0-2 now. Camacho waits on deck. Guerrero with a leadoff walk at second. Advance to second. Advance to second on a one-out single by Kennedy. Upton awaits the 0-2 pitch. Change-up, strike called. Backwards K, strike looking for out number 2. It's going to bring up Madison Camacho. Camacho struck out to end inning number 1. Saldana with the pitch. Ball is slapped down the third baseline foul. This is a big at bat here for the Panthers and for Saldana inside the circle. Working out of a little jam here in the third. Trying to keep the Cowboys within reach here. It's 2-0 in favor of the Panthers. The 0-1 pitch. Bunt. Hines out and has no play as that's a base hit. As that's what we said, Jeff. Camacho has great speed.
Yeah.
And that ball just died right in front of the plate.
She got enough of that one to get it just out of reach of that catcher.
So now Kinley Crisp steps to the plate. Kinley is 0 for 1. She struck out to start off inning number 2. Now bats here with the bases juiced full of Panthers. What a job there by Camacho. 0-2 pitch, Jeff. She lays down a picture-perfect bunt.
Yeah, kind of surprising on an 0-2, but when you're comfortable with it, roll with it.
So Crisp now has a chance to bust this game open for the Panthers. Ground ball down third, but foul.
Oh, barely foul.
Just foul.
Just barely.
Kinley turned on that one, got it by the third baseman, but it was in foul ball territory. Good job by Dominguez making sure that she is in foul ball territory running there. You do not want to get hit in fair ball territory. You're out. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. Shortstop over to third for the out. Fielder's choice for Chris. They're going to retire Upton 6-5 for out number 3 in the, or excuse me, Kennedy for out number 3 in the inning. So for the Panthers in that inning, no runs on 2 hits, 2 left on base. We're through 2.5. The Panthers 2, McCollum 0. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
MVBN.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the bottom of the third. Panthers up 2-0, had a chance to break the game open there, but just could not get a big hit as the Panthers stranded the bases loaded. McCollum will send to the plate. 1, 2, 3. Ruiz, Alvarez, and Hughes. Ruiz will step to the plate. Maddie was a strikeout victim her first at bat.
No, he looked up here. Can't really tell. He's talking to somebody.
So Ruiz will lead off for the Cowboys. First pitch is a ground ball to Chester. Chester over to Kennedy for the out. So 5-3 for out number one. It's going to bring up Caitlin Alvarez. Alvarez is 0-4 as she struck out her only at bat. First pitch is high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Something's going on down. Oh, a ball came in. Okay. The 1-0 pitch. Strike called, 1-1. Montez, the 1-1 pitch. Upton tried to bring that one back across the plate, but just a little bbit too far outside. 2-1 now to Alvarez, the designated player this evening for the Cowboys. The 2-1 pitch. Ground ball. Montez lets it go. Crisp over with the running throw. Good job at shortstop for Crisp. 6-3 for out number 2. Kinley with a scoop and a throw to first for the out. Dev Hughes now steps to the plate. Dev Hughes, no official at bats as she walked, but was stranded at first in inning number 1. First pitch to Hughes is a ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Ball 2, 2-0. You want to make Hughes earn her way on. You do not want to put her on base for Espinosa once again. Ball is lifted into right field. Camacho going back. Comes down in and makes the play.
The right fielder for Medina Valley is
F9 for the out. So a quick inning for Montez. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We head to the 4th. Medina Valley still holds that 2-0 lead. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations. Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the fourth. Panthers will send to the plate 9-1-2, Gonzalez, Castiglione, and Reyna. Elena Gonzalez is 0 for 1. So 9-1-2. Panthers still clinging to that 2-0 lead they established in the top of the first. Is held up so far through 3. See if they can add on a few more runs here. Lights taking a little bit of effect now as the sun's starting to set here. Ground ball fouled by the catcher. No balls and 1 strike. Elena waits the 0-1 pitch. That ball is slapped down the third base line. Foul, 0-2.
Gonzalez slices that one foul. No balls, 2 strikes or count. She's leading off for Medina Valley in the top of the 4th.
Saldana checks the pitching chart on the wrist. Delivers the 0-2 pitch. Ball is slapped down the third base line, but foul once again. Count holds it 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. That ball is sliced foul once again down the third base line. Count still holds it 0-2. Elena waits. Strike called on the outside corner. Backwards K is strikeout looking for out number 1. Move it back to the top of the order with Morgan Castiglione. Morgan is 1 for 2. A line out to the third baseman and a single. And was stranded at first base. She is 1 for 2. First pitch to Morgan is just off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch. Change up. Hines tried to bring that one back across the plate, but it stayed out 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. If you've just joined us, the Panthers have never trailed. They jumped on McCollum for 2 runs in the first, and it's held up so far through 3. As the Panthers bat here with 1 out in the top of the 4th. 2-0 pitch is a strike call, 2-1. Saldana checks the wrist chart. The 2-1 pitch is outside, 3-1. Alyssa Reyna waits on deck for the Panthers. And the pitch is a swing and a miss. Full count now to Castiglione. Change up there, and that just totally fooled Morgan. She was not ready for that pitch. And a payoff pitch. That ball is lifted over to third baseman. A diving play in the hole by Ruiz robs Castiglione of a single. So a diving catch by Ruiz for the out. Reyna now steps to the plate. Alyssa singled in the first inning, came around and scored the first run, and then flew out to Torres. Torres made a great play in left field. So there's been some gems out here made for the Cowboys so far tonight. 2 by Torres in right and 1 by Ruiz there, and that's a ground ball hit off Espinosa. Espinosa with a throw across the diamond, not in time. As that ball got on top of Espinosa, she knocked it down. But that's going to be a...
The Panthers with a base runner on and 2 outs, and next to bat, second baseman, Aubrey Dominguez.
Dominguez now steps to the plate. Aubrey is 1 for 1. Doubled, scored a run, reached on a walk. You got good speed at first in Reyna. So Dominguez steps in with a runner on with 2 outs. First pitch is hit in the center field. Center fielder Hughes coming in, a long run and makes the play.
She can cover some ground. We've seen her make that play a few times in her career. Third out of the...
For the Panthers in that inning, no runs, no hits.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
MVBN.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Cowboys will send to the plate 5, 6, 7. Rodriguez, Hernandez, and Hines. Rodriguez, no official at bats as she was hit by a pitch to start off inning number 2. As in that inning, there were 2 hit batsmen, but they were both stranded on base as Montez bared down to hold McCollum scoreless still. So Espinosa will lead off now. Espinosa, Rodriguez, and Hernandez. Espinosa flew out to Gonzalez, her only time up, so she is 0 for 1. Takes that first pitch for a strike.
Good job of getting ahead. Montez has been doing.
Another quick inning would be nice here. Ball is lifted. That's a shot inside the gap. Camacho over and makes the play on the run. Good job by Madison Camacho. Jeff, there has been some great defensive plays by both teams so far tonight. There was another gem right there.
And one of the reasons that Dominguez is playing second base, according to Coach Monteo is so she could get more speed in the outfield, and paid off right there.
Oh, absolutely, as Camacho ran that ball down. Rodriguez now steps to the plate. Rodriguez was hit by a pitch to start off inning number 2, but was stranded on the bases. She has no official at-bats. The 1-0 pitch is down low, 2-0. And Aubrey's not slow by no means herself.
Right.
3-0 now is the count. She started off out there in right field as a freshman. 3-0 pitch is a strike call, 3-1.
Oh, that was 3-0 pitch?
Yes.
Man.
The 3-1 way outside, ball 4.
The strike zone to Ross Rodriguez, a base on balls. The Cowboys with the base runner on. One away, next to that, McCollum, second baseman, Gabby Hernandez.
So Rodriguez with 2 free passes today, 1 hit by a pitch and 1 walk. As Gabby Hernandez steps to the plate, Hernandez is 0 for 1. She struck out for the first out in inning number 2. Takes that pitch low and inside, 1-0. One-0 pitch, and that's inside again. 2 balls and no strikes.
Panther baseball team still leads after 3, 1-0.
Big district ball game for both of those 2 teams also. That pitch is a strike called. 2 balls and 1 strike. Rodriguez is your runner at first. A 1-out walk. The 2-1 pitch. Ground ball, foul. Count evens up now at 2-2. So out number 2 in the inning. As the catcher, Caitlin Hines, now steps to the plate. No official at bats for Hines as she was hit by a pitch also. Takes that pitch in there under the hands for a strike, 0-1. That pitch is foul back down the third base line, out of play. Hines now down in the count, 0-2. Runner at first is Rodriguez. A 1-out walk. Now with 2 outs. The 0-2 pitch. That ball is a rocket in the left field for a base hit. First hit of the ball game. And Jeff, 0-2 pitch.
Right over the
plate.
Right over the plate.
Soraya Torres now steps to the plate. Torres with a sacrifice. So she has no official at bats. Looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner. Palacios, the courtesy runner now at first. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Torres up at the plate. Swing and a miss, 0-1. The 0-1, that's a shot to Kennedy, and the ball spins foul. Little blooper hits and goes into foul ball territory. 0-2 now is the count. And Jeff, that base runner Hines, that is the first base runner other than the hit by pitch and walks. That's the first hit of the ball game now for McCollum.
Wow,
the 0-2 pitch is off the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now they've had 4 base runners and 2 of them have been walks and 2 hit by pitches. So that's the first base hit of the night. The 1-2 pitch is taken high, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. 2-0 is your score in favor of the Panthers here in the bottom of the 4th. Torres waits the 2-2 pitch. That ball is foul back out of play. Count holds it 2-2.
So Torres fouls that out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes, or count, 2 away. Runners at first and second.
Two pitch.
Out.
Fouled off, back off the foot of Torres. Count holds it 2-2. The ball is fouled back out of play. A good battle there as Torres is hanging tough there. The number 8 hitter in the lineup. Rodriguez at second, Palacios at first. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to Crisp at shortstop over for the throw at first for the out. 6-3 for the out in the inning. No runs on 1 hit. 2 more left on base. We go to the 5th. Medina Valley still holding that 2-0 lead. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Save thousands at the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Get a new Silverado posted at $37,999 or lease a Texas edition for $450 a month with 0 down. All new Equinoxes are $4,000 off and new Malibus are $5,000 off. Plus, get 4.99% financing for 72 months. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the 5th inning. Panthers with that 2-0 lead, getting it to hold up as it's scored 2 in the top of the 1st. That's the score so far. Panthers will send to the plate Montez, Kennedy, and Upton, 4, 5, and 6.
And it was funny. I was thinking in the 2nd inning when we had bases loaded and needed a hit, I was going to say, we need to keep this going.
That was in the 3rd inning. We had the bases loaded.
You don't sleep on this lead because McCollum's going to, they have the ability to come back and score a lot of runs. You need to score every chance you get. And we have not.
So Montez steps to the plate now. 0 for 2. Ground out, but does have an RBI. That ball is lifted in the left field. Left fielder going back. Torres cannot get it. It's off the wall. Montez will go to second. It slides in. And she's out. As a great throw by Torres. Montez tried to slide to the outside port of the plate, but Hernandez put on the tag. So that goes as a base hit and then a 7-4 for the putout.
A couple of things stand out there, Maury. Number one, she just missed hitting the home run.
I thought for a second it was out of here.
The McCollum outfielders have been playing so deep, the ball goes right over her head, hits off the wall, and she's standing right there. So Mackenzie Kennedy hit one off the wall earlier, and she was held to a single. She runs a lot faster than Montez. So, I don't know if she was sent by the first base coach or if that was a personal decision, but 1 out.
1 out now as Kennedy steps to the plate. Mackenzie is 2 for 2 with an RBI, 2 singles. As Montez just missed a home run as it hit off the bottom of the fence. And Torres with a heads-up job Perfect throw into second base to Hernandez. Hernandez with a great tag. Another fine web jam by both teams now. They've made some great plays out there with the leather. Oh and 1 now to Kennedy. Pitch is high, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is outside, 2-1. McKenzie waits the 2-1 pitch from Saldana. It's on his way. Ground ball shot down the third baseman for a base hit. 3 hits in a row for Kennedy. Kaylee Upton now steps to the plate. Upton walked and struck out. She is 0 for 1.
Going to be Chichester pinch hitting. Isn't it? Yes.
Number 44 is Ariel.
Ariel Chichester now will be the pinch hitter for Upton. So Ariel now steps to the plate for the Panthers. Runner at first with 1 out is Kennedy. And, Jeff, now how big was that single off the fence and tried to trust it into a double and got thrown out at second base?
Yeah, but you can't penalize her.
Oh, no, that was just great hustle.
Make something happen, yeah.
And it was a great play.
And it was a great throw.
Absolutely. First pitch to Ariel is a strike called, 0-1. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. But you never blame someone for the effort. And that was a great effort by Montez. Just hope she's okay because she slid in hard there at second. Chichester lifts that one back behind second. That's going to be, oh, wow, Kennedy didn't get a good jump, but she had to make sure that Hernandez didn't catch that one in the air.
Excellent defensive play. Maddie Ruiz covering the bag.
So that's a fielder's choice for Chichester. 4-6 for the putout.
Base runner number 1 is the right fielder, Madison Camacho.
So Camacho now steps to the plate. Camacho is 1 for 2, a strikeout and a single. And Jeff, Kennedy had nowhere to go there. She had to make sure that that ball fell, that Hernandez wasn't going to catch it in the air.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah, she was caught in no man's land.
Yes. And she couldn't take any more than that because if Hernandez does catch it, then they double her off at first.
Right. Probably going to have re-injury here.
Yeah, you may have Upton re-enter for Chichester.
Or she's going to re-enter, and then they're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher.
Could be.
Yep, courtesy runner for the catcher. 23.
That's Annalisa Salazar.
Annalisa Salazar will courtesy run.
So good speed on the bases with Salazar.
2 outs.
2 outs, though. Camacho at the plate.
The catcher, Kelly Upton, re-enters, and then she gets a courtesy runner officially. Nope. A substitution? Okay.
It can't be a sub. I don't know a lot of the rules of softball, but
he's right. the announcer's right over here. Just say yes. Now,
yes, okay.
1-1 now is the count.
Agree.
As Camacho digs in. That pitch is high, 2-1.
I guess maybe because she's in as the flex.
regardless, you're still going to have Upton come back into the game as the catcher.
Regardless, and you still got an opportunity to substitute again.
So 2-1 now is the count. Saldana checks the pitching chart on the wrist. Camacho awaits the 2-1 pitch with 2 outs, runner at first. Pitches off the plate, 3-1. Crisp waits on deck. The 3-1. Ball 4.
Ball 4 to Camacho will put runners at first and second, 2 away.
So runners at first and second now as Crisp steps to the plate. Crisp is 0 for 2, strikeout and a fielder's choice. Crisp waits, and that's way outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Kelly just needs to be patient there. Here. Saldana having a little trouble finding the plate these last 2 batters. The 1-0 pitch. The ball is lifted in the infield. Puente going back, and it falls in foul ball territory as no one could get to that one.
Foul. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. The runners will go back. 2 away still.
As Chris will step back to the plate with a 1-1 count. And Jeff, early in the baseball season, any early surprises? Any of the teams surprise you with anything in the major league so far?
Still too early. Astros are surprising because they're losing.
They just don't got no hitting right now.
No, they're injured. I got a few guys on the injured list, but I follow the White Sox a little bit more nowadays, and their, dare I say, lack of pitching right now. They've been getting hit pretty hard. They've been 16 runs, 10 runs. They've been giving up a lot of runs. That's surprising to me.
1 ball and 2 strikes now to Crisp.
Although they won today 4-3.
Saldana with the 1-2 pitch. Rocket down third, but foul. Count holds it 1-2. So Crisp now steps back in. Panthers with runners at first and second with 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch. That ball is lifted foul. Count holds it 1-2. Panthers scratched 2 runs across in the first, and it's held up so far through 4. 4 2/3.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. We're in the top of the 5th.
We're about to have a 5th inning stretch, Maury.
Pretty quick. We even have a sponsor for that 5th inning stretch. Let's hope we don't have a 5th inning stretch till we change that 2 on the scoreboard. Get a few more runs here. Let's put up a crooked number here with 2 outs. As the lights now have taken full effect here at Frank M. Tejeda Field here. Right next to Stinson Airport. The 1-2 pitch. It's a shot up the middle for a base hit. 1 run will score. Salazar all the way to third. Good job of running the bases by the Panthers.
That was Salazar scoring, actually.
Salazar scoring, yes. Excuse me. Camacho with going from first to third.
Salazar across the plate for the Panthers' 3rd run this evening. Runners at second and third now, 2 away.
good job by Crisp. You know, she had an opportunity earlier with the bases loaded. She comes through this time. Same situation with runners in scoring position. Comes through.
Down in the count, 1-2.
Yep, battled back.
RBI for Crisp. Now Gonzalez steps to the plate. Elena is 0 for 2. Ground out to the catcher and a strikeout. Slap hit. That's down fair. The line for a base hit. One run will score.
Play at the plate. She was playing her that way.
Crisp ruled run home, and she is going to be put out.
The left fielder was playing her to slap that way, and she was right on top of that ball. And once again, another web gem. Maury made a heck of a play to throw Crisp out at home plate.
But the Panthers do get another run and have increased the lead to 4-2 for the Panthers in that inning. 1 run.
2 runs.
Or 2 runs, excuse me. 4 hits. 2 left on base. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Medina Valley 4. McCollum 0. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Nothing but the best sports coverage for Medina Valley.
He really grows on you, doesn't he?
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. And, Jeff, we have a sponsor for the 5th inning stretch.
5th inning stretch coming to you from Sophia's Pizzeria on 15284 Petranco Road and 211 in San Antonio. Pizza, calzone, subs, wings, and mini pasta specialties. Come by and feed your family for a reasonable price. Order on and be entered to win a chance at a $25 gift certificate. Pretty good deal there, Maury. $25 gift certificate. All you got to go do is like them on Facebook and let them know MVBN sent you that way.
So McCollum will send to the plate 9-1-2. Saldana, Ruiz, and Alvarez. Saldana is 0 for 1 as she grounded out to the pitcher. Her lone at bat. Takes that pitch for a ball. Ground ball to Crisp at short. Crisp smooth feeling over to first for the putout. 6-3 for the out for out number 1. We move it back to the top of the order with Maddie Ruiz. Ruiz is 0 for 2. She struck out and grounded out to Chichester, so she is 0 for 2 in the contest tonight. First pitch is a strike called, 0-1. Astros up 8-2 in the 9th. That pitch is up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Strike called. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 0-2, 1-2. That ball is lifted. Second baseman Dominguez catches it right behind first base for the out. If 4 of your scoring at home for the fly out. Caitlin Alvarez steps to the plate now. Alvarez is 0 for 2. Struck out and grounded out to the shortstop. Alvarez takes that first pitch inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Bluffs the bunt, pulls it back for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. 3 balls and no strikes now. Alvarez.
Whoa.
That pitch wasn't even close. Wow. After retiring the first 2 real easy, that was 4 straight balls thrown.
I caution you, do not relax on these girls.
Dev Hughes now steps to the plate. Hughes walked and flew out to Camacho. Camacho made a great play to end the inning, the 3rd inning, on a running catch. Takes that pitch for ball. Ball 1. 5 straight balls now thrown by Montez. 6 straight now. And neither of those 6 have been close. The 2-0 pitch is a strike call, 2-1. As Hughes definitely taking all the way there. Two-one pitch. Ground ball to Crisp. Crisp over to first for the put out. Good stretch by Kennedy. 6-3 for the out. And for the McCollum Cowboys, no runs on no hits. 1 more left on base. We head to the 6th. Medina Valley with a 4-0 lead. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
You gotta look at the guy next to you. Now I think you're gonna see a guy who will sacrifice himself for this team because he knows you're gonna do the same for him.
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We have a new pitcher in the circle for the McCollum Cowgirls. It's hard to see them number. Maddie Ruiz now moves into the circle. As that closes the book so far for Saldana. 5 complete innings, 4 runs, gave up 11 hits. Torres moves to short now. And Saldana will move to left field. So Ruiz now in the circle. Panthers will send to the plate 1, 2, 3, Castiglione, Reyna, and Dominguez. As the coaches are going over the wholesale changes for the Cowboys. Rodriguez now is at third base. Ross. It's taking a little bit in between innings to get all the changes. So Castiglione now steps to the plate. Morgan is 1 for 3. 2 flyouts and a single. Pitch is foul down the third base line. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is a swing and a miss, 0-2. Shot to the shortstop, but she makes the play. F60 for scoring that home. And a fly ball to the left fielder, sandwiched in between the hits. First pitch is ball 1, 1-0. Top of the sixth, Panthers with a 4-0 lead. 2 in the first, 2 in the fifth. Yes, 2 in the first, 2 in the fifth. The 1-0 pitch is high and outside, 2-0. Pitch outside, 3-0.
Takes a low and outside for ball 3.
So a 3-0 count to Reyna. That pitch is low, ball 4.
Ball 4. Alicia Reyna will get a base on balls.
So a 1-out walk.
Base runner, 1 away.
That brings up Aubrey Dominguez.
Second baseman Aubrey Dominguez.
Dominguez, a double, run scored, a walk, and then a fly out to the center fielder. First pitch to Dominguez is a strike called over the outside corner, 0-1.
Not a pitch you want to go after.
Oh, absolutely not.
If you're Dominguez.
First time he's called that outside strike all day or all evening. The 0-1 is outside, 2-4 outside, 1-1. Dominguez waits the 1-1 pitch. Shot to shortstop. Shortstop over to second for 1 to throw to first. They say it completes the double play. So Reyna is released 6-4 for the out. Dominguez is retired 4-3 to complete the double play. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. The Panthers still clinging to that 4-0 lead. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to Medina Valley broadcast, North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Medina Valley softball. We have one of our readers for this evening, the Rusty Rooster drive-thru. Make a quick stop on your way home from work or drop by on the weekend to grab some beverages without ever leaving your truck. The Rusty Rooster is the place for quenching your thirst from sunup to sundown. After all, anything goes till the Rooster 90 West in Castroville. Thank you, everybody over there at the Rusty Rooster.
So far, the Cowboys, they will send to the plate 4, 5, 6, Espinosa, Rodriguez, and Hernandez. Espinosa flied out to Gonzalez and Camacho, respectively. She is 0 for 2 in the contest. Montez back out there for 6th inning of work for the Panthers. as Espinosa steps to the plate. 4-5-6 in the inning. Backs her off the plate, 0-1. Or 1-0, excuse me. Shot down third, but foul. Evens to count at 1-1. F8 if you're scoring at home for the first out of the inning. Ross Rodriguez now steps to the plate. No official at bats for Rodriguez as she was hit by a pitch and walked. Foul ball, 0-1.
Montez has really attacked that inside corner. She's hit a couple of girls, but overall she's really done a nice job of keeping it in to where they can't handle the pitch.
And, Jeff, the ones that she has hit, they've been balls that have been in the dirt.
Yeah, you're right. They kind of skip in there.
So we're in the bottom of the sixth. Panthers with a 4-0 lead. 2 in the first, 2 in the fifth. Rodriguez at the plate. That pitch was just a bit outside.
4-2, Panthers after 4.
Wow.
Baseball.
Good. Keep it rolling.
We're sorry we don't have a baseball broadcast tonight or tomorrow night, but we will have one Friday night.
That's a shot in for a base hit. Castiglione gets the ball into second quickly. But a one-out single for Rodriguez. Gabby Hernandez now steps to the plate. Gabby is 0 for 2. She struck out both times tonight. So Rodriguez remains perfect. Reached base off 3 times. Hernandez takes that pitch up and away for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Fakes the bunt, pulls it back, inside, 2-0. Snap throw down, not in time. As I think that was a ball also, so it was ball 3. So the 3-0 pitch. Bluffs the bunt, takes it for a strike, 3-1. Ground ball to Crisp. Crisp flips it for 1 to throw to first in time. Double play. Rodriguez is retired 6-4 for out number 2.
Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do better.
Gabby is Hernandez is retired 4-3 for out number 3. No runs on 1 hit. Nobody left on base. We're through 6. Medina Valley 4. McCollum 0. Panthers softball will continue in just a moment.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
We're willing to accept the responsibility that you have to protect this team and this school and this town. And make no mistake about it, gentlemen, we are in the business of protecting this town.
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the 7th. The Panthers up 4-0. Panthers will send to the plate 4-5-6, Montez, Kennedy, and Upton. So the Panthers jumped on the Cowboys early with 2 in the first and have made it hold up so far as it is 4-0 now. So we head to the top of the 7th. Big pivotal ball game in the district race as the Panthers came into this contest a game ahead of McCollum, and this would put the Panthers 2 games ahead with 2 wins against McCollum. So
2 wins, 2 to go.
3 to go. 3 games to go.
Oh yeah, that's right. Playing 4 this week.
Yeah. Well, three
district
games, and then we finish off with Eagle Pass.
Right.
Ground ball to short. Shortstop with the throw to first in time for the out. 6-3 if you're scoring at home for out number 1. 7 ground outs. 7 ground outs. 6 flyouts. 4 strikeouts. And 1 7-4 for the putout assist from the outfield. Kennedy steps to the plate. Now McKenzie is perfect at the plate. 3 hits and an RBI. Shot down third, but foul. 0-1. Ruiz with the 0-1 pitch. Changeup freezes Kennedy for a strike. 0-2. Pitch is outside. 1-2. Jeff, the baseball team with some big wins as of late. The Medina Valley baseball team with some big wins against 2 of the district leaders at the time. So the Panther baseball team has turned the corner.
Yeah, they beat South San 3-1. They beat Wynn 3-1.
A pitch is low, 2-2.
They did unfortunately mix in a loss to Southside. But those 2 wins over Wynn and South San kind of got them right back in the mix of things.
Absolutely. And a big win tonight would really go far. Kennedy waits a 2-2 pitch. That ball is lifted foul down the first base line. Count stays at 2-2. You know, and the pitching for the baseball team has been there all year. It's just been, you know, a couple of bad errors, a couple of bad innings, making a couple of errors and falling behind and not being able to get the big hits. They've changed that around. That ball is lifted. Foul ball, just foul, as Kennedy almost had her 4th hit of the ball game.
Yeah, according to Max Preps, which I'm not sure how accurate this is, because they have several of the schools with just 5 games. There's 8 games been played. But Southwest is leading the district at 6-2, so a win tonight would put the Panthers right back in the leaders.
So Kennedy steps back in. Count stays at 2-2. Pitch is high. Full count. Looks like we got a pinch hitter waiting on deck in Upton's spot. Look like it's going to be Avery Nash, it looks like. The payoff pitch to Kennedy is ball low. So a walk issued. 5 walks now issued for McCollum pitching. Yeah, Avery Nash will step to the plate for the Panthers, number 21.
Number 21 for Medina Valley is Avery Nash.
Nash had the big double to win the game against McCollum the last time in the 10th inning. A pinch hit double.
Was it at the 10th or was it the 8th?
8th?
I think it was the 8th because we tied it up with Aniston's good slide.
Yeah, it was an extra, the no slide at home plate.
That sent it into extra innings, and then Medina Valley won it in the first.
In the 8th.
In the 8th, yeah. And it was the walk-off double for Avery Nash with 2 outs.
Yeah, it sounds
in that
better
inning.
though. Sounds better. Bottom of the 10th.
It just sounds better just to win and a walk-off.
A walk-off win.
Yep. So Nash now steps to the plate. Kennedy at first with one out. Top of the 7th, 4-0 in favor of the Panthers. Medina Valley looking to add on a few more runs here for insurance. Two to two. The baseball game here between Harlandale and South San, as it looks like they're going to the bottom of the 6th. It is tied 2-2. So a good baseball game going here at Frank M. Tejeda Complex. As that might have some ramifications, because I think Harlandale has given Medina Valley one of their losses this year. I think we did that game, you and I.
Yeah, I think we did, yep.
Nash takes that pitch outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Believe that was a Saturday matinee game, wasn't it?
It was a Saturday. Well, no. Well, it was during the day.
Yeah, it was a daytime game. Nash lifts that ball into the right field. Right fielder a couple of steps over towards the line and makes the play. So Saldana with the put out for out number 2. Camacho now steps to the plate. Camacho strike out, a single, a walk, and came around and scored the 4th run of the ball game. Fakes the bunt, pulls it back, takes that pitch for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. And Jeff, if I remember correctly, that was a great ball game. Also, the Panthers gave up a couple of early runs, but just could not get big hits in that baseball game against Harlandale that afternoon.
Had a chance late in the game to win the game and just couldn't get the hits. Had base runners on.
So 2 balls and no strikes now to Camacho. Kennedy is your runner at first with 2 outs. Ball is slapped. Foul ball down the third base line. 2 balls and 1 strike.
2 balls, 1 striker count. The Panthers with the runner at first with 2 outs.
Two-one pitch is bunted foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Ruiz checks the dugout. Now the pitching chart. Camacho waits on the 2-2 pitch. Ball low, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kennedy should be on the move at first.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
With a full count and 2 outs here. Ball 4.
That one is high and out of the strike zone. 4 ball 4. The Panthers now with runners at first and second, 2 outs. Number 22.
Kenley Crisp now steps to the plate. Crisp is 1 for 3 with an RBI.
Seems like Crisp has come up every time with runners on base.
All but 1. She led off the second. First pitch to Kennedy is a shot. Oh, that hits the runner. Oh, my. That hit Kennedy. That's going to be an out. Wow, as Crisp hit that one.
She hit it so hard she couldn't get out of the way.
Kennedy taking off, and it goes right off of her hip. Let's hope she's okay. So, wow, that kind of robs Kennedy of a base hit.
That's Mackenzie Kennedy. Looked like she
But Kennedy back up and walking, but that's going to put an end to the inning. No runs on no hits, 2 left on base. So we head to the bottom of the 7th, Medina Valley 4, McCollum 0. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP
Texas edition for $450 a month with 0 down. All new Equinoxes are $4,000 off, and new Malibus are $5,000 off. Plus, get 4.99% financing for 72 months. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Pitch and change for the Panthers as Avery Nash will stay in the ball game and try to finish off this game inside the circle for the Panthers. She will face 7, 8, 9, Hines, Torres, and Saldana. Caitlin Hines is perfect at the plate tonight for the Cowboys. She was hit by a pitch and got the first hit of the ball game. One of only 2 so far for McCollum. Just 7 base runners for the Cowboys tonight.
How many fly ball outs?
Fly ball outs, only 5. 9 ground outs.
Okay.
All right, we're at the bottom of the 7th inning. McCollum, here we go. Let's bring her out. Caitlin Hines will lead off.
But they've had 7 base runners, Jeff, but 5 of them have been the free pass. 3 hit by pitches or 2 hit by pitches and 3 walks. So Hines steps to the plate. Nash pitch is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. And Jeff, am I looking correctly here? And I'm going to check this in a second. The 1-0 pitch is outside. Oh, it's a strike called, 1-1.
Are you what now?
The umpire's in the way, but it looks like I don't think it's Upton that's catching. The 1-1 pitch is a blooper to Chichester at first for the out.
It's Reyna.
I'm going to say it looks like Reyna, isn't it?
Yeah.
Out of the inning. Next to that, and boy, she's had a great defensive game. How about a nice round of applause for Soraya Torres, first in left field as she moved to short.
So Torres steps to the plate. Torres is 0 for 1, a sacrifice and a ground out. As Reyna is now the catcher for the Panthers. Pitch is a strike called, 0-1. The 0-1 is outside. That's what I thought. A whole new battery out there for the Panthers as Nash is inside the circle. Reyna behind the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike to Torres. Fouled off, 1-2. And Jeff, has Reyna, well, it's obvious, I guess she has, but has she done some catching this year?
Oh yeah.
Has she? Okay.
Yeah, she's been the second catcher.
Has she? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm sure she has. I just don't remember myself seeing it. Shot up the middle for a base hit. Gonzalez gets it in early. But a one-out single for Torres. That's only the third hit of the ball game, as Saldana will step to the plate. Saldana is 0 for 2, 2 ground outs, one to the pitcher and one to the shortstop. That pitch gets by Reyna, and Torres will move to second base.
Astros won today, too.
8-2. Early start time, like 5:45 or something like that. Ground ball to Chris. Chris charges. Throw over to first in time. Runner moves from second to third is Torres. 6-3 for the put out of number 2. 10 ground outs now for Panther pitching. So we head to back to the top of the order with Matty Ruiz. Ruiz is 0 for 3, a strikeout, a ground out to Chichester, and a pop-up to Dominguez. So she is 0 for 3. Cowboys down to their final out here as the Panthers with a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch is a strike called, 0-1. The 0-1, ground ball to Chichester at third, over to first for the out. That'll do it for the Cowboys in this inning. Do it for the ball game.
Guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Panthers take this district matchup between the McCollum Cowboys 4-0, 2 in the first, 2 in the fifth, and a great job inside the circle by Alyssa Montez, and she's going to be the Travel by Design player of the game, as they had 8 base runners. One came in that final inning when Montez was out of the ball game, but Alyssa with 7 base runners, only 2 hits all night, 2 hit by pitches, 3 walks, Jeff, but she was in control. Medina Valley, as we said, Jeff, needed to get her the lead, get her some runs early, and Montez made it hold up all night.
Yeah, she sure did. Great job of she just came out and she threw strikes, and that's, everything that the coach could ask, is to throw strikes, because walks have gotten them into trouble. She did have 3 walks and 2 batters, but the defense and her pitching were able to bail them out. A big double play there in the 6th to end the threat. And, the Panthers just they didn't have a base runner to third, I think, until the last inning. So.
Well, and Jeff, defense from both sides was tremendous tonight. Both teams flashing the leather great out there. Torres with some great jobs out there in right field. Ruiz with some fine plays at shortstop. Chris with some plays at shortstop for the Panthers. Camacho with a great play in the outfield on a running catch.
Good, solid defense.
Just all over defense for all of the Panthers and all of the McCollum Cowboys. It's a shame somebody has to lose. But fortunately for the Panthers, it was McCollum instead of Medina Valley. And I want to thank the host tonight here, as we are always welcome with open arms every time we come here to Frank M. Tejeda Field. I want to thank them for their hospitality, and it makes it joyful to come here whenever Medina Valley has a chance. And, Jeff, some big games coming up. Medina Valley will be live tomorrow night. The softball against Southwest Legacy, am I correct?
Yes.
And then pretty much for sure
Friday
live
night.
Also Friday night.
We will not do the Saturday game at Floresville.
No, we will not, because that really has no meaning on the season. It's just a warm-up game. It'll be a good game because Floresville's got a great team this year also. But with that said, it's final here at Frank M. Tejeda Field. Medina Valley comes away with a 4-0 win. For Jeff Stivers, I'm